There is this story that inspires me so much, and I think it's something, there is something there for each of us to learn. There was once a boy who couldn't fit in. His teachers said he was slow. His classmates laughed at him differently. His parents were worried because he didn't start talking until the age of 4. The world called him a failure even before he could even start dreaming. His name is Albert Einstein. You see, before the world could call him a genius, they first called him a problem. He was misunderstood. In his classroom, in the society, even at home, his teachers never believed in him. He was expelled from school because of his curiosity. He failed the entrance exam, he dropped out, he made a lot of applications for teaching jobs, and he was rejected. Nobody wanted him. He couldn't secure a role in the academia, so he worked as a patent clerk in Switzerland, reviewing other people's invention while hiding his own visions. Imagine that a man's destiny was to change science, but he was stuck in a room reading other people's ideas. He had no title, he had no platform, he had no prestige, just persistence. Studied late into the night, chasing ideas that seemed insane to everyone else. They said his theory never made sense. They called him that he was wasting people's time. But you know what was different about Einstein? Einstein kept going, and then everything changed. Einstein introduced today what we know as the theory of relativity, a concept that has shattered how we understood space. He discovered photoelectric effects, which laid the foundation of modern physics and later won the Nobel Prize. The same man that the world mocked for being too slow. The same man that the world said he was of a low mind and couldn't understand things was the same person the world celebrated. Einstein was not born brilliant. He wasn't the kind of student that teachers loved because he didn't memorize facts like every other person would. But he had something different in him. He had curiosity. He questioned everything. While everybody were busy repeating the same thing, repeating the same answers, Albert was busy building a system and asking why. The system told him that he's not smart, but Einstein learned something powerful. One thing I've realized about the world is that when the system doesn't understand you, they try to label you. But what distinguishes a lot of people today is that they begin to build a system. One of the greatest comeback of people is to understand that even in the midst of their challenges and in the midst of failures, those are actually the stories that could form their transformation. You see, same Albert, same Einstein, that one day the world was mocking him, same Einstein, the same guy that the world doubted, was the same guy that the world celebrated. You see, the story of Einstein is not just about physics, it's about faith. It's about believing that your difference is not a defect. It's about trusting in your own rhythm when the world moves at a different pace. It's about understanding the difference in you and building on your own difference. You see, one thing I've realized about the great people is that people will always underestimate them, especially when they don't understand you. That's why your dream feels lonely, and that's why your pace feels slow. But remember this, slow has never meant that you are stuck. It means you are solid. Einstein didn't rush his process. He refined it. He turned every no into a night of study, every rejection into a reason to rise. And that's what I see a lot of young people have failed to do today. At the slightest of every rejection, people give up. You see, this is what you must do. You must turn the laughter of people, the criticisms of people into your own language. You must turn doubt into your drive. Because greatness does not begin with an applause. It begins with resistance. So if the world calls you too slow today, if the world calls you too different, if the world calls you too ambitious, I want you to smile and remember that this was the same thing they said about a great man, a man such as Einstein. In your journey of life, in your journey of process, you don't need to chase validation. You need to build value, because the loudest noise fades, but your impact remains. I want you to stay consistent even when nobody is clapping. You see, quiet work builds the loudest results. What are you doing when people are not looking at you? I want you to embrace your difference. What makes you weird? What makes you weird to others could be your weapon. What is that different you think you possess? Don't fear being misunderstood. It's a sign that you are building something new. And in fact, all the greatest people I have seen, all the successful people I have seen over the world, their ideas were once threw away of the window because people were not going to believe them. If your dream is not so big that it scares you, then you are not dreaming big enough. I want you from today to write down the things people criticize you about. Write it down, and those things should fuel you for the next few days. I want you to create before you are ready. Don't wait until perfection. Every morning, I want you to remind yourself this: I am not behind, I am becoming.